Sean Gilbert, number 90.
Ooh.
On third down, Farve taking it himself. And Farve, mindful of where that first down marker was, did the job and ran for the first down. A 7-yard run by Brett Favre.
I want to show you why he had to run. Watch in here. Watch Sean Gilbert, who we just got through talking about, number 90, working against James Camp in the center. Campion's on the skids all the way back to the quarterback. Brett Favre gets chased out of the pocket because Campion got pushed right back into his lap. Made a nice little run out there on the perimeter, though.
Gerald Roberts.
Mike Holmgren over in that sideline. And that's just the way this thing is supposed to work. You know, just keep, you're taking what they're giving you. That's the other object of this offense, to take what they give you.
Second and 9. Ball at the 21 of the Rams. Favre, swing pass to Bennett, and Bennett stiff-arming his way and still on his feet. Inside the 15.
Completion to Edgar Bennett.
Edgar Bennett out of Florida State. And I tell you, Holmgren and staff really have ingrained in the minds of these guys, the players, what you do once you catch it. Danny, I thought that was so important. He was saying we don't always have to throw for the first down.
And don't always go for the home run, the big strike. You know, this is a first down type of a deal. We're looking for first downs. That's the idea. Keep moving the football and get it to the end zone. You don't.
8:50 left in the third quarter of play. Green Bay on top of the Rams, 19-6. James Brown along with Dan Jiggets. Opening day. Out of the pro set. Sharp to the near side. The handoff to Bennett. Bennett has a hole. Touchdown. Green Bay.
Now, the key on that play, James Camp in the center gets out and blocks Shane Conlon, the middle linebacker, gets in his face. Shane, as you'll see later on in the middle of your screen, is not able to come back and retreat and make the stop right there. He's tied up, and that allows Bennett all the time to run, get free, and then get to the end zone.
And Danny, I'm sure as the Rams go over these films again, or tape in modern terminology, of course, they'll see some examples of poor tackling, and Chuck Knox certainly not very pleased with that.
There's some times when you wish it was film.
Oh, boy, I hear you.
You say it's a movie, it's not for real.
Well, the point after is for real as Chris Jackie boots the Packers out in front. The score 26-6, Green Bay.
This simple outside says inside you'll find a lasting commitment to performance. The Intel 486DX2 processor, power for today's hottest software, and the Intel Pentium processor for the next generation of compatible power. That's Intel, the computer inside.
Green Bay with a comfortable 20-point pad as we take a look at Reggie White. And again, Dan, we talked about maybe the numbers aren't there from a sack standpoint, and we'll embellish that. But the defense certainly is playing inspired football to the Packers, and a lot has to do with Reggie White. We'll show you why in a bit. Everett.
That was almost the other way.
No question about it. Cleveland Gary slipped, and maybe a fortuitous slip as Johnny Holland was beamed in on him.
Reggie White, and we talked about how many areas he may line up in. Well, there are the numbers so far. On the left side, 16 times. The right side, 8 times. Nose tackle twice. And linebacker 3 times. So they're moving him around.
So what does all that mean?
The net effect is that it helps the other players because all of a sudden, wherever he goes, you have to account for him if you're on the offense. You want to know where number 92 is.
And guess what? The other guys on defense benefit by that. Second and 10. 8:15 left in the third to play. On the ground again. And that's the rookie out of Notre Dame, Jerome Bettis. And this is a guy who just picked up 5 yards on that. Had an ankle problem that slowed him a lot in the preseason. But let me tell you, this guy is some kind of talent.
He really is, James. You know, he's out of Notre Dame, as you said, and out of Detroit. And he was one of the first kids to come out of Detroit public schools, the public school system, and go on to Notre Dame
May
as a
have been
football
the
player.
first.
And he really felt that he kind of established that groove now where they're going back in there and recruiting. But he's got a lot to prove to the folks back there, not only in South Bend, but also back in Detroit.
Rams 1 of 6 third down conversions. This is 3rd and 5. Whoa, what a collision. Butler has been timing it nicely. That pass intended for Eller. Now, Chuck Cecil may be gone, but the effect is still here.
That's right. A guy like Leroy Butler. You know that thing? You know, I tell you what it looks like. It looks like the honeymooners move that Jackie Gleason used to make on the honeymooners. Watch him again here. Leroy Butler getting the beat right. Ooh, man. Henry Elliott, I'm sure, wishing that he had not made the trip to Milwaukee after that shot.
And you wonder why some receivers are faint of heart when it comes to crossing the middle.
And going up high, too, and the ball's up high.
Okay, luge competition or bowling? Luge.
Bowling.
Okay, we'll watch bowling.
Miller Lite presents luge bowling. Cool. Boy, is he fast.
He better be, Bob, because here come those bowling balls.
Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste with less filling, you can combine anything.
He's got the angle. Oh, no, it's a 7-10 split.
Oh, nice pickup.
Great taste, less filling. Can your baby do this?
Well, earlier on, we did have a baseball score here, 2-0, 3-2, 9-3, but now it's Green Bay comfortably ahead, 26-6. Baseball scores, though, Atlanta chasing the Giants, trailing San Diego 2-1.
Yeah, and that race has really heated up in the NL. And over the American League, well, the Yankees on top of Cleveland 6-1. A no-hitter, a no-no yesterday for Jim Abbott of the Yankees. It's the first of his career. He's had a couple of 4-hitters, first no-hitter. What a great story. You look at Jim Abbott.
No question about it.
You know, the birth defect and things like that. I mean, coming back, great pitcher and a great guy.
I was about to say, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy for sure.
Out of Michigan, he's a Wolverine.
Well, festive atmosphere here at Milwaukee County Stadium, a city.
Getting under that tap. It's a big tap. It's a man-sized tap over there.
Well, we'll stay away from that shot in the 4th quarter. Then be a little too active over there. Favre on first down to Sharp for a first down.
You know, it almost seems that when you're playing against this this offense, you get a little shaky because that's a 3-step drop, a real quick hit, right? The secondary all dropping back off and giving a huge cushion. You see the cushion? Now watch as the ball snap. Look at the cushion that all of the receivers have. Brett Favre is able to step back, boom, fire the football out there with no pressure.
But the Packers then start to buy it even more, what Holmgren's been talking about, the effectiveness of this system. Nice pass to Sharp again, and Sharp, boy, he is dragging Bailey with him, and he ran for the first down. Bailey thought he had pushed and pulled Sharp out of bounds before the first down marker. No, says the officials.
Difference being 305 yards for Green Bay. Run after the catch.
That'll be a number to keep track of all season. On second down, Farve to Jackie Harris. First down, plus about 10.
And he was working against Henry Rolling. It's hard not to be look good in this offense if you got some hands and you can get downfield. Again, Henry Rolling trying to play man-to-man, it looked like, on Jackie Harris. He's over on the right side of your screen, just out of view. But he's going to roll down about 10 yards and do a little curl in right there, right behind the goalpost. And there's no linebacker in sight. The main reason why Henry Rolling thought he was going to break to the outside, so he took off, slid down, and was out of the play. Rest of that last one.
Sean Gilbert barking out the signals. Talk about the responsibility that second-year player has. Credit to his talent and intelligence. Favre, with plenty of time, finds Harris again.
Going to be in Hawaii come late January, early February.
Well, it was 1st and 20. It's now 2nd and 6. Going back to Sharp again. And Sharp had a flag on a play. Yes, indeed. And Sharp knew it. Well, you talk about really feeling the pressure. Todd Lite felt it. because Sharp had him beaten clearly.
Well, he had him beaten on two previous plays. Remember before when the holding penalty came against James Campen. Essentially the same route right here. Man-to-man coverage up tough. Right there, Todd Lite kind of misses on the bump, and if you miss the bump on Sterling Sharp, you're trailing him. If you're trailing him, you're in a lot of trouble. Todd Lite tries to make it up, runs over Sterling before he gets the football.
So the ball will be marked at the 1. First penalty of the day against the Rams. And as we said before, Sharp knew that it was a penalty, and so did Lite.
Now, got to feel great.
Bennett. Touchdown, Green Bay, Edgar Bennett. As Bennett takes a bow, second touchdown of the afternoon, and an appreciative crowd.
There's another look at the touchdown run by Edgar Bennett, slamming in off that left side of his offensive line. Good blocking up front, good movement there, taking out the leaping linebackers, and that allows Edgar to hit pay dirt.
Come here. Kind of reminds you of the disco era, doesn't it? It's pretty neat. Very clever gizmo, I might say. I think it's an upper class of sneakers on the courts, I think. I load up, lace up, and I'm good to go. And all they see are these little lights flashing away. You get to see the light before you go up and slam on them. Bam! I think Grandma would like a pair. You gotta own the light if you want to own the night.